All right, Beerbeck, I got to take the Myers-Briggs personality test.
Okay.
You haven't taken it before?
Nope, I've never taken one. All right, guys. You regularly make new friends. Strongly disagree. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. Agree. You usually feel, I'll put like partial, like I do agree, but it's not that strong. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments. Disagree. Living and working spaces are clean and organized. Like it depends. Like mostly yes, but like there are times where I let it slide a lot. But I think generally yes. Usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. For sure, you find the idea of networking and promoting yourself to strangers. Oh, super don't. Yeah. No, I hate that. Prioritize and plan tasks efficiently, often completing them well before the deadline. Nope. Disagree, or people's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers. Oh, no, I like numbers and data. You like using organizing tools like schedules and lists? I do. Yes, I do. I don't, probably not like a ton, but I do make a lot of lists. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Yeah. Not like, strongly, but not like 100%. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find? No, I do not. Do not feel comfortable doing that. You are not too interested in discussions about various. I'm just gonna put that one in the middle because it's like I do. I like. No, I shouldn't even say I like. I'm okay with discussing stuff like Severance or Elden Ring theory, like video game theory stuff. I'm just okay with it. Like it's not a massive interest of mine, but I don't hate it. Crit theory is creative works. True. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action. Yes. You often allow a day to unfold without any schedule at all. Not really. No, I think I like a schedule. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Let me think about this. Do I worry about making a good impression when I meet somebody? I do worry about that. I do. I get really self-conscious about my first impression on people. So I rarely worry. I would say I disagree. I often worry about that. You enjoy participating in team-based activities. Yes. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. Yes. You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. No. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. Yes. Yes, I do. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Yes. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. No, I don't. I enjoy doing things with people way more than solitary activities. It feels kind of lonely. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. I can, actually. Kind of wanted to be a writer when I was a kid. You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional. Yes, strongly agree with that. Yeah, I can choose somewhere in between. That's true. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Agree. But like not that agree. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving. Yes, I'm working on that though. So I'm gonna put it here because I'm working on that with Lena. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. I'm trying to imagine. I don't go to a lot of social gatherings. Do I wait for someone to introduce themselves first? I don't think I have a default. Just it really depends on my mood. Your mood can change very quickly. Yes. You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments. Yes. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Yep. You debate. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. I don't really have an opinion. I mean, yeah, a tiny bit. Usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Highly agree. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion becomes highly theoretical. No, hell no. I love the theoretical. When facts and feelings conflict, you find yourself following your heart. This one's tough. I know I just did a bunch of I did a bunch of things where it's just like facts over feelings, theoretical over whatever, and logic over emotion. See, this one's hypocritical because even though in discussions I disregard other people's I disregard other people's feelings and I only focus on the objective truth. When it comes to making decisions for myself, I do have like gut feelings that I follow that sometimes defy logic or don't have good reasoning behind them. So it's like I don't know how I guess I would just say I usually find myself following your heart. Yes, I do. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. No, I actually need a schedule. If I don't have a schedule, I feel uneasy and anxious. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. Disagree. I second guess every fucking decision that I make in my entire life. I have constant crippling doubt on every decision that I've ever made. Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing. I think, strangely, yes, they would describe me as like outgoing, but I would not describe myself as outgoing at all. I'd say I'm really introverted. You are very drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing. Nope. You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. Yes, for sure. You have a to do list for each day. No, I don't, but I wish I did. I don't have. No, I don't. I rarely feel insecure. Yeah, not like never. So I'll put like here, but I rarely feel insecure. Yeah. You avoid making phone calls. Nope. I'm fine with phone calls. Lena hates phone calls. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. I agree. I do. You're such a Capricorn. What does that even mean? What does that even mean, guys? I'm 70% of the way in. You can easily connect with people you have just met. No, definitely not. I have a hard time with that. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Yep. You are still bothered by mistakes you made a long time ago. 100%. Victor Lucian, you are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future. I am not interested in the world in the future. No, I am interested. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. I don't have great emotional control. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected. Actually, I'm not sure. Do I control my emotions? I think I do for the most part. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it at agree though. When making decisions, you focus more on. You disagree on this one? You focus on how the affected people might feel than on what is most logical and fiction. No, I totally disagree. I don't. Totally don't do that. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. No. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. What? No. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. No. That's actually one of the things I don't like about streaming League. I actually think like working with others in a team environment, like most of my career working on a team, is a big part of like what I like. And maybe it's like chicken or the egg. Like I liked it, so I gravitated towards that job, or I got the job, so now I gravitate towards working with other people. But I actually really like working with others towards a common goal. Working alone is boring as fuck. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Disagree. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres. Yeah, I do. I do like, me and Lena like to go to the farmer's market. We like to go to downtown like areas and stuff where there's a lot of people, and I just like people watching, and I like that atmosphere where there's a lot of stuff going on, and you get to watch like families and couples and just people watch. I like that. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. Yeah, I do. And I think this is so funny because I'm a hypocrite. I need other people to justify everything they say to me. Like when Lena tells me something, I'm like asking her for proof and details and to elaborate. But when I make a decision, I am totally hypocritical. I just act on it and I don't need to look into it very much. So yeah, that is also another thing that I'm working on. You often feel overwhelmed. Yes. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. No, I skip steps all the time. You prefer tasks that require you. Yeah, are you sure you don't have a prostate? Yeah, pretty much. They require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps. You prefer tasks that require you to creative solutions. No, I am so uncreative. Actually, strongly disagree. I need everything to be laid out literally like I'm a brainlet. If there's any creativity or room for error, I will find the room for error. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning. Ooh, this is where the hypocrisy comes in again. Emotional intuition rather than logical reasoning. I think I disagree, but there are times where I definitely rely on my gut feeling. You struggle with deadlines. No. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Wow. If you asked me that like 6 months ago, I would say yes, right? I would say strongly agree. I think overall, the answer is yes. But I think 6 months ago, I'd put it here, and now I'm like over here, even over here. All right, let's see here. See the results. Let's go. Whew. Okay, what are we guessing, guys? Lena says ENTP. Some of you guys say ISTJ, ISTP. I don't really know what any of it means. I honestly don't know what any of that means, so we're going to have to figure this out. ENTJ. What did Lena say? INFJ. How am I extroverted? I don't think in any way I'm extroverted. Okay, let's see here. As an ENTJ commander, you are a natural born leader with an unparalleled drive to turn your visions into reality. I think this is already cap as fuck. Your strategic mind excels at seeing the big picture, identifying long-term goals, devising efficient plans to achieve them. This is cap. This is cap. You possess a rare combination of confidence, charisma. Did I do the test wrong? Or like what is this? You possess a rare combination of confidence, charisma, and decisiveness that draws others to you and inspires them to follow your lead. I think in the context of being a pro player in my career, this part is true. I think all this other stuff is not particularly true. It's a huge stretch. Your approach to life is characterized by ambition, relentless pursuit of success. You have an innate ability to organize people and resources, creating order out of chaos. I don't. I'm not good at organizing people. Transforming abstract ideas into concrete results. Your sharp intellect and rational decision-making skills allow you to navigate complex situations with ease, always keeping your eye on the ultimate objective. I do focus on the big picture. I think I am not at all extroverted. Funnel bot lane. Yeah. Bro took a glazing test. You are very likely imaginative and open-minded, focusing on hidden meanings and possibilities. See, the thing is, like, guys, like, I'm trying to, like, not say this in, like, the most pirate software arrogant way imaginable, but I am not somebody who actively wants to lead, but on every team that I've been on, I am the leader. And that like either happens because I'm a boomer with the most experience, or maybe it's because on Near Airport I'm the biggest streamer, or maybe it's because on Team Liquid and TSM and 100 Thieves or whatever, I was the best player. But like it always just ends up being that like I have to be the leader. And honestly, I was the happiest when I wasn't. I don't really like having that extra responsibility, and I don't like making decisions for the group. I just want to make decisions for myself because I'm selfish, and I don't really like to have to consider other people. And that's just always what has happened in like the spot that I'm in. So yeah, as far as like, am I a great leader? I don't know, but I just end up be like one funny ass thing is for some reason when me and Lena are walking together, I always end up leading like in our walk, but I have no idea where I'm going. And then Lena's like, "We're going the wrong way," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, I was following you," and she's like, "No, you're like pulling me." She's like, "You're like leading, you're like following." I'm like, "You're taking me somewhere." I didn't mean to. It just happens that way. It's a classic mistake of taking the best individual contributor and forcing them to lead. Kind of, yeah. Check out INTJ. They're kind of the leaders you are describing. Yeah, I think the E needs to be swapped for an I, and then maybe this is real, right? Your career path. Let's see my career path according to this. Your career is more than just a job. It's a platform for you to exercise your leadership skills and make. Nah, this is cap. I think I fucked up the test. I think that's what happened. Whether you're running your own business or climbing the corporate ladder, you're always aiming for the top, driven by an unwavering belief in your abilities and a desire to leave a mark on the world. Your career path isn't without challenges. Big picture thinking, overlooking important details, learn to appreciate and manage smaller aspects of work. Yeah, this feels not right.
Can make a dent here. It's definitely going to be difficult. As
no, I don't think I have.
Okay, I've finished the test. It turns out I'm Steve Jobs.
Very least second strongest team in the entire
That's what the test can tell you.
Yeah, it tells me I'm
what was your personality?
We were talking about these solo lane matchups.
It says that I am ENTJ. Personality type is Commander. And
you're extroverted?
Yeah, so I think I might have messed up the test. I don't know. Chat, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Look up INTJ.
Natural born leader. Holy shit. Assertive, confident, and enjoy making decisions. Yeah, that sounds like Doublelift.
Okay, start off with something a little bit normal, then shake it up afterwards. Okay, well, let's go ahead. We'll check in on the bands here real fast.
Enjoys controlling the conversation.
C9 getting rid of the Vi, the Vera.
I don't think I'm extroverted at all.
That is all three of those champs that during the lounge.
I've never.
I don't know. I feel like Myers-Briggs tests, every time I've taken one after the first time, it's like, it's hard for me to take it seriously because it feels like it's super obvious based on the questions what answer you're going to get. It's like, do you enjoy talking with other people? It's just like, wait, what?
Yeah. Okay, I think some people in chat are saying the results aren't that far off, and I did pick a lot of the social like selections. I don't think it's that far off, but I think a lot of it is like, you know, for example, like, am I always thinking about the big picture? Not really. You know, like, am I overlooking like small details because I'm like, you know, thinking like of the grand plan? And do I enjoy like being a leader and, you know, organizing people? No, I don't. I don't like any of that stuff. I think
but you do it when you have to.
Explain Near Airport.
You know, I didn't even want to be like the leader or whatever, the impromptu leader of Near Airport. I just wanted to do something. I just wanted something to stream because I think streaming is constantly evolving, and on this season of streaming, streamer teams are popular. Who knows what's popular next season?
What do you mean season?
It's like every year,
Season of Twitch.
like there's a new meta with streaming, right? And you're not supposed to. Well, at least I don't want to just stagnate and always be doing the same thing. So Near Airport's not this big ambitious plan that I had. It's pretty obvious what happened. I looked at Los Ratones, and I looked at what's going on Twitch, and I realized this is a good idea.
I see. Businessman. Mr. Business.
It sounds like a bit of a commander with that
That
one.
does
Yeah.
sound very commandery.
Those results plus autism is correct. All right, thank you.
Autism.
Commander plus autism.
Yeah,
Commander
as a Twitch chatter
Audie.
who's watched
Commander
your stream
Audie.
for 5 minutes, I can diagnose your entire life right here.